thanks for waiting, y'all. Wow, I wasn't sure anyone's going to be in here.
We will run this as normal. We'll let Tara start it off and then open it up for questions.
First of all, I just want to say that Oregon State is a really, really tough team. And for us to come out and play the way we did, especially without Cam, I am super impressed with the confidence, the absolute competitiveness that I saw from everyone on our team. But I love the fact that Kiki decided today was the day to knock down her three and go back-to-back on her three-point shot. Kiki had an All-American performance. She was fantastic. Talana really stepped up in terms of being aggressive offensively. I thought Janiyah came in and gave us great defense. So did Chloe. Big steals. I don't think this was necessarily Hannah's best game, but she didn't come out because she always stretches the floor. She missed some shots that are her good looks, but Brooke helped us, doing a great job out there. Nunu, different people really contributed, and that's kind of what we're counting on.
Tara, can you reflect? There's been a lot of build-up toward this number and this occasion, if not this day. Can you reflect on the fact that it's done, that it's accomplished? I know there's more to be done, but can you reflect on the day?
Well, thanks, Kiki. Oh, this thing's, I'm sweating. Well, I think Mike Montgomery kind of put it in perspective for me last night a little bit. He told, I was watching the men's game, and he said, I'd have to coach 20 more years and win 25 games a year to reach that. And I'm like, wow. It is a big number, and I'm very appreciative of the great players I've coached and the great places I've been, and the attention it's brought to women's basketball. I'm not always really comfortable in the limelight, but I understand that kind of goes with the job, and I'm just really thankful that this team. We've not talked about it as a team, but we kind of knew what's going on. But great crowd today, and our team really stepped up. That's what that's what I'll remember from the day. And then obviously Roz and Shanae and Jennifer and so many great tributes. I really am very humbled.
So, Coach, would you say this is your Billie Jean King moment when she played against Bobby Riggs? Now you eclipse a record that's basically a glass ceiling?
Well, I'm more interested in just keeping everyone healthy and playing well the weekend coming up, and seeing what our team can do. This was really exciting, but I told our team, I said, this is what it feels like winning a national championship. You're just so excited and you're so happy, and it's I'd like to build on this and get better.
Tara, Shanae said 1,800 out there. That's several more.
I can't do that math. I can't do that math.
Okay. But if you can't do the math, is this number still a number that maybe?
I love coaching this team. I really am so excited about the improvement that you see. I think Talana, we call it kind of the law of the ladder, and Kiki just jumped 3 steps up. But, Talana's game is improving so much. I don't think anyone plays any better defense than she does. I thought she plays fantastic defense. And for Kiki to stay in against Reagan Beers, who's a terrific player, and to have 36 in this game, she was unstoppable. And obviously bringing out the threes, but we just want to get better, and we want to have fun, enjoy the journey, and that's what I'm all about.
Kiki, just talk about your three-point performance. How did that materialize?
2 for 2.
Yeah, how did that materialize? Go.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. This is the first season that I've attempted. So I've attempted, I believe, 3 prior to this. And then I was in the corner. I heard Kate talking to me. She's like, "This is your shot." So I shot it. It went in. Talana gave me a great assist. So after I made the first one, I was just feeling it, and I got it again in the corner, same play. Made it again, but I didn't want to ruin my percentage, so the next one I just gave it up.
This is probably a better question for both players. How important was it to get the win here so you can have the post game in front of the fans of the player?
Want to take it, T?
Sure. I mean, it wasn't planned out this way, but I think the games early on in the season that we had lost, it was like a blessing in disguise almost, because we got to be here on a Sunday early enough to have a nice ceremony, and basically just give Tara her flowers that she deserves.
Talana, was there pressure today?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, how could there not be? I mean, the stands were filled up to the top, and we want to give Tara the limelight. So,
Kiki, with a performance like this, I mean, you have had really good games, but this, Tara's even saying this is another level of that performance. Does this feel like, I don't want to say like there's not more ceiling to go, but does this feel like you playing at your best and like the level that you can get to and stay at in that way?
Yeah, I think, I can still keep on improving. There's some easy shots, especially in the first quarter that I missed, rushing some things. So I think, just taking my time, I'll play even better than I did today. Working on my defense a little bit, she got me in deep and I really couldn't stop her. So working on that. I didn't have any assists today, so that's something I'm always working on. So, yeah.
And Talana, how much have you seen the three-point shot from Kiki in practice? Like, we just finally saw it in the game here ago, but this is not something that has this been building for a little bit, or?
We see it like during like water breaks. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming, so we weren't shocked, but we were happy for her, for sure.
And Talana knocked down her three too, so big threes. So.
Tara, you said earlier in the year, you said Kiki was going to get a 3 at some point.
You didn't believe me, did you?
How have you seen just like her overall game evolve to the point where you're confident she's going to be able to make her shots all over the court?
Well, I think that, everyone really on our team is capable of making threes. And Kiki just kind of wants to be in that club. And I think the way Cam and Kiki play together, if Cam's got like someone really big on her, she'll bring them away. And if Kiki has somebody really big on her, and Brooke is a great three-point shooter. I mean, Hannah Jump is, she is a great three-point shooter. She didn't shoot well today, but we have total confidence in her all the time to knock it down. But Talana's three-point shot was, I thought, really big. But I think Kiki's not a center at the next level, and so for her to expand her game, face up, her face up shot is money, and that's what she did. She brought her away, and I told her, bring them away and knock down your shot. If you told me she was going to go 2 for 2 from 3, I'm not sure I would have known it was going to happen, but I was excited about it.
All right, Kiki, excellent game, 100% from 3, 100% from the free throw line, 62 from the field. But you got a breakaway and did not dunk it.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Was that your idea, or were you worried about Tara being upset?
I wasn't worried about her being upset. I was just more so, I heard footsteps behind me. So I was like, I don't think I'm like gathered and ready to dunk it. So I was like, let me just get the free 2 points. So, yeah.
Tara, does the feeling of winning a basketball game, is that the same feeling that you feel now as you did 10, 20, 30 years ago? Does it get old?
I think that I probably am. I don't know. I feel like I deal with it a little bit better. I mean, I think when I was younger, I would get so upset if we lost, and it never was this great pleasure for winning. It was more just this great pain for losing. But I think that I've tried to learn from. Like you don't have to lose a game to learn. So I try to look at each game as an opportunity to help our team get better. And like looking at things that we're doing, watching the tape as if we lost, not just thinking that we're doing everything right if we win and we're doing everything wrong if we lose. But try to, like now, back in the day, like video was really hard to watch and break down. Now it's really fun with the all the computer and my Trixie or hard drive, whatever. But I think I really like putting the puzzle together of a team and figuring out what is going to bring out the best in each player. And I mean, I think that like today it was Kiki facing up. We ran a play we've never really gone over, but just kind of adapted it to this team and the moment. So it's always just trying to think of how can I help them look good out there.
Tara, we've heard a lot about what players have learned from you over the years.
For you, what's kind of the biggest thing you've learned from the players as your time as coach?
You know, that is a great question. I have learned so much from all the players I've coached. I'm kind of a copier, and I watch and see what works. And you know, someone like Jennifer coaching her, or every player that I coach, it's trying to understand, you know, kind of what what they do and how they impact me in so many ways. I mean, their kindness, their leadership, their their sisterhood, all these things. I just try to say, this is making me a better person. So as much as you heard out there, and I'm honestly meant to say this, like, I've learned 100 times more from all the different players I've coached. Watching Kiki today and watching Talana grow. Talana is so poised. Nothing flusters her. And I mean, I think that she is really a great point guard, and she plays so hard. And watching Kiki today just take her game and, you know, just up, I say 3 notches, but, you know, it was like a blast off, you know, like she was fearless out there. She is a ferocious competitor. And then that influences me. I want to be poised for Talana, and I want to be ferocious for Kiki.
Tara, do you have any idea how long you'd be without Cam?
I have no idea. I think she was kind of close today, you know, but we need Cam, you know. I mean, obviously we want her every single game, but we need her to be healthy.
Talana, if I can follow up, when you guys have played without Cam, whether it's in a quarter or in a game, do you feel like you guys have made that adjustment well, or you're starting to make it better? It seems like the Oregon game, you played well without her for most of the game. You obviously played without her. It seems like that's getting better.
Yeah, I mean, Cam's a big part of this team, which it's obvious. But even when Cam's on the floor, all we're worried about is just winning. When she's out, it's just winning. So it's just like doing whatever in that moment to get the W.
Tara, where did today's atmosphere rank in terms of Maple's home crowd advantage?
Well, right up there, no doubt. You know, I think when I can think of Maples, I can think of like maybe 5 games off the top of my head. The very first game that I ever felt any atmosphere in here was when we played Washington way back when Jennifer and Katie and they were playing. The next time when we won the regional here, we played Arkansas. Jennifer said some other team, but it was Arkansas. You know, and that was great. And then I think that when we had, I mean, when we played Connecticut here, we came out and it was electric. And today was electric, and it was so exciting to see, like, the fans, all the turnout and the enthusiasm and how loud it was. It was just great. So, you know, obviously top 5.
Tara, having said that, how relieved are you that this is over?
How's what?
Having said that, how relieved are you that this is now over?
I'd probably be lying if I said that there's, you know, that I haven't enjoyed some of the journey of it. I mean, obviously, just today was just so wonderful, you know. But I just like the regular day. You know, I like just, let's come to the gym, let's work on practice, let's get ready for the next team. And I had no idea this was going on. I had my mother scheduled to play bridge like at like 4:30 or something. You know, I had to text her as soon as I got in the locker room. You know, I really had no idea that. First of all, I didn't know we were going to win. But you know, I just thought, well, we'll win a game and we'll move on. So it was, you know.
So you're gonna go home and play? Or
It might be a little late for her, yeah. But it has been, you know, for all the things that people have written. I really appreciate the stories, and I want to bring attention to the beauty of women's basketball and the wonderfulness of these players that work so hard. And I'm so jealous because I never got to do what they get to do, but I'm able to watch a little girl's dream play out through them. And it's really, you know, like I'd be out there just shooting by myself and thinking about, oh, you know, that this could be what it was, to play in front of a full arena, to have a great game like this. And, you know, but I never got to do it, but I get to watch it. And I've got the best seat in the house, and I love it.
Tara, is that what makes film study so fun for you? Day after day, hours and hours, and the little things that you've spoken about for years. Preparing for practice,
Yeah.
finding the best offense that fits these two, versus what worked for the Gwumake sisters or Jen Azee and that era.
Well, I think that, we all evolve, and, we want to get better. And I'm extremely driven to get better. And I want to do a great job for Talana. I want to do a great job for Kiki. I want to be the best coach I can be for them. And I said that's out there, just kind of, I want to be the best version of myself. And, we all we all are, none of us are perfect. There's things I've said to players that I regret. There are times when I wasn't who I needed to be for our team, and I regret. And I want to have no regrets. I want to just, our mantra with our team is best year ever. And today was a great day. And I thank our team for playing so well, and thank all of you for chronicling it.
Tara, when Roz was giving her comments, she talked about how she felt that you had thousands of children, from coaching over the years. And there was a parental aspect when players were recounting their time, and that they weren't always happy with some of, some
right.
things that happened when you scolded them or got down on them. But then they come back later and they're like, that's something that I needed and a lesson that I learned. Do you feel as kind of like a parent in that way?
I do, and it's hard sometimes being a parent, as a lot of you know, that correcting or disciplining or and trust me, Roz got a piece of my mind more than once. I love Chene, but Chene, I'm like, hey, nope, Chene, but it's I think that we all, if our players or our families this team is a family, and I think that if I can tell Talana something, I can coach Talana or coach Kiki because they know I love them. And when they know that, then they can take some hard things, helping them get better. And when, I know Olympia Scott, who wasn't here today, but, I would be like, she could not shoot like you could shoot. And I'd be like, don't shoot that shot in the high post, But she called me 1 hour after she had her first child. I went to her wedding. And being part of players' lives are what it's all about. I do remember a lot of games and things that happened, and I will never forget this game and what an outstanding game our team had. But I just I want to be a good person. We live in a tough world. We live in a challenging world, and I want to be there for players on our team when they need me.
And just a quick follow-up. When you come out before the games, you always stop and talk to the band and listen to them play. Is that
I do.
part of your pregame
I do.
ritual? What is that about?
Well, usually I have to go across the court because our locker room used to be over here. But I just thank them for being there, and the dollies that we have, or cheerleaders. And you have to remember, when I first coached at Stanford, I could count on my fingers and toes how many people were in the stands. And so if the band came, that meant it was a big game. So I love the band, and I love their enthusiasm. And we had a great student section, too. That was really exciting to see. So, yeah, I do that.
Sorry, just kind of thoughts on just kind of your relationship with Coach K. How well you've known him, and just kind of your relationship with him. He's the one you passed, and just kind of your relationship with him over the years. He's coached USA basketball. You have
I think that there were a lot of things that stood out to me today as people showing a lot of class. And I'll start with, at the end of the game, Oregon State, their players, their coaches all congratulated me. And I thought that was very first class. To have Coach K, who, it's a record that, it will be broken. This record will be broken. So, but for him to say, congratulations, I had met Coach K, sitting next to him before we went in to visit in the White House, President Bush. And, they'd won in '92, and so had we. And then President Bush decided that our team should do a free throw shooting contest or something. Our women had heels on. Chris McMurdo took those shoes off. She's in her stockings out there shooting against Christian Laettner and, Bobby Hurley. So, I've been an admirer of the great job he's done at Duke, and, I can't say I've had a lot of interaction, but I really appreciated the tributes from Billie Jean King. I mean, who's bigger than that? You know, I mean, Coach K, Steve Kerr. I mean, obviously Lisa, I coached on the Olympic team, and Chanae and Jennifer. So it was really nice and very well done. Thank you, John. John's been behind the scenes orchestrating this. So thank you all. I really appreciate your time coming down, and you know, we just want to keep it going, and everybody stay healthy and come on back when we play. Next home game will be UCLA USC, so that'll be a good one.